The question is that the motion be agreed to. I call Aryan Bhatnagar. Sorry, you left out me with the
That's
name.
okay, Aryan Bhatnagar.
Bhatnagar.
Kia ora koutou. As Youth MP for Botany, I wanted to audit my electorate's mental health system, to gather perspectives of various stakeholders, paint a picture, and come to a recommendation. And my findings were stark. I found a system that was pigeonholed and disjointed, with various stakeholders disconnected from each other due to a lack of communication infrastructure between various departments. As it turns out, there is no integrated national mental health strategy. I found this system to be incredibly response-focused, with no real standardized effort towards more prevention. Interestingly, I was told by almost everyone I interviewed that the problem wasn't a lack of funding, but rather where that funding was going. As such, Mr. Speaker, I find that it is clear to me that this government has dropped the ball. They have made a habit of focusing on fancy phraseology and powerful buzzwords rather than actual fleshed-out policy and real outcomes. Add to this the government's insistence on unnecessary centralization. In speaking to personal health providers, I found that they didn't want an overarching Health New Zealand. They thought that the government's intention to abolish DHBs would negate their ability to cater to their diverse districts' needs, and that the step was beyond the recommendations of their own government's health review. If we consult with the stakeholders, we find that plenty good ideas exist already. We now need to sort them, find the good ones, and standardize their rollout across the country. We need to focus on making our system more preventative rather than just being responsive, and that starts with education. Schools need to teach hawara and other well-being strategies as part of a standardized curriculum that begins in primary. Teaching resilience to tamariki and slowly building that up into mindfulness strategies as they mature is essential to ensuring that they are properly and adequately equipped to dealing with the stresses of an increasingly disconnected modern life. And what about the responsive part of the system? The government needs to understand that centralization is not the same as integration. There is a nuanced difference. Separate stakeholders like therapists and GPs need better communication. That can lead to strategies like the one being pursued at the Manukau DHB that makes counselling sessions free and diagnosing more efficient. Mr. Speaker, mental health, like most social issues, is not ideological. It is not about left or right, national or Labour. It is a common sense issue. But common sense is exactly what seems to be missing from our strategy. A depressed, suicidal, and anxious youth does not make for a wealthy, prosperous nation. Only when we drop the political fluff and take real action can we ensure that the mental health outcomes our country needs are met. Thank you.
We come to Alexander Hewison.
Thank you.